Sorry for the wall of text, but just need to vent. My co-worker and I are both in long-distance relationships, 2 and 1 years long distance, and have been working in the same office company for a while but never really interacted. We started talking a lot more last summer during our lunch breaks when staffing levels were low, and we just kept that good relationship since. She also pushed to get more tasks in my area of responsibility for her career path growth, which meant we started working a lot more closely together. We're both keen on dressing well and being well kept, so we stand out, especially as we basically sit together and eat together every day. Talking was easy, and I sort of saw her as a younger, albeit attractive, sibling that I wanted to help out from time to time. We have our in-jokes, send memes and cute pics to each other on the job and off the job. It developed into a caricature of a work husband/wife. It'd be in the little things, like bringing each other coffee, carrying and cleaning up after each other, leaving funny notes. More physical contact than professional, leaning into each other if we sit on a sofa in the lunchroom, sharing food, etc. A lot of people have assumed that we were a couple and would laugh it off, deny and telling each other basically, let them believe what they want, none of our business. Our boss definitely suspects something because of several suspicious coincidences, but as our work performance is excellent by all metrics, boss has no reason to bring anything up. I suppose there's various reasons we started this behavior, but that doesn't change the outcome that it sounds and probably looks bad. I suppose at some level we're both aware of propriety and hold back when the office is full, but still. It's easy to relate to each other and talk because we're both of a different cultural background from the majority and share a lot of relatable history in our past, hence the little sister treatment and poking fun at her. In my defense, we've never touched each other sexually or kissed. While still inappropriate, it was never overtly physical. While we still chat in private off the clock, it's mostly been some memes and cute pics, checking in on each other when we're sick and whatnot. We don't meet up outside of work either, except for once when we went to a spa together because the company paid the employees to do something health-related. To be honest, I suggested going together as a joke, but she went for it. Again, nothing happened, but we did sit with our sides glued to each other by a 1.5-seater chair by the indoor pool and talking. Well, all that went to shit recently. We had an after-work event and planned to go to a club with a few of them after dinner, but everyone else bailed, leaving only us two after dinner and drinks. So she and I went and vibed like never before. Alcohol loosened us up enough to get tipsy, and we started talking about deeply personal matters for the first time, and she started asking about our sexual pasts. We spent 5 hours glued to each other with my arm basically permanently around her minus toilet breaks. There was a lot of dancing and grinding, and there was a long moment at the end where we were pushed up against each other with her face in my neck and arms around each other that I was sorely tempted to eat her up, but I suppose reason won out. Afterwards, after making sure we got home separately, safely, I called her because of guilt and because I realized that my feelings for my coworker couldn't be considered of the friendly nature anymore. While over course of this entire period my own feelings towards my actual girlfriend had cooled substantially, I also didn't want to cause further issue. Even if my coworker broke up with her boyfriend, I didn't want to consider starting any relationship on this premise. It sounds stupid, but that was a boundary for me, I guess. So I called and apologized for overstepping, and that I would try to be more professional at work. Her reaction in return surprised me in her vehemence that nothing happened tonight, and that she didn't think we did anything inappropriate. I can't see that as anything but me popping her dream bubble of self-delusion. She also repeatedly tried to say something to the effect of her being in a committed relationship and that nothing would have happened, like 8 times. But things did happen, and the way we looked at each other like a piece of meat on the dance floor. Fair to say, if I saw someone I dated doing what we did, I'd break up instantly. In her defense, she's been living a sheltered life with not a lot of dating experience, but you cannot be this naive. That's just not possible for an attractive 25-year-old girl in a liberal Western democracy. Funnily enough, in the middle of the serious conversation, she made a comment as if in realization that I like her. I do vividly recall that she sounded quite happy about that. Almost like a "har, gotcha." I don't know what in the hell's actually going through in her mind, but if her relationship was actually solid, I can't see how things would have escalated to this extent. And even if she was someone that craved attention from men, this seems a bit excessive. Doesn't fit her personality profile either. TLDR, emotionally cheating with my attractive co-worker. Put a stop to it, but still confused.